Yo, what's good, King?
Chef. Another one, dog.
Another
Shit,
one,
man.
dog. 14, son.
14, bro. That's a lucky number, man.
I'll say.
That's a lucky number.
7
dog.
twice.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Week 14, dog. We've been consistent with this shit back to back to back. We haven't missed a beat,
We haven't missed nothing.
We haven't missed a beat.
Hell no. In fact, we had some quality guests recently, man. Damn.
Oh, yeah. We had some fucking dope-ass guests, man. It was crazy to see us interact with another person in the studio, dog. It was like, I like that shit, dog. Like, like I said, like interviewing people is kind of like a new found whatever for me, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
no, I feel comfortable doing it myself too. I like asking the questions, then they like have to like dig deep. You know what I mean? I like that. I'm like, oh, I found the question. You know what I mean? Like that's it. Say it. Don't hold back. Say it.
Yeah, say that shit. And I think, dog, like the episode with G, bro, like that's gotta be my favorite one because, you know, you guys were, you know, doing your thing and shit. I was doing my thing. And like, it was like those answers were just, how was you after, dog? How was you after?
That was a show, let me tell you, because like we were drinking here. Like that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good.
7.
Good. Was it 7?
Bro, I think you guys had like 7 shots.
I know
that
between
day.
3 people we killed the bottle, maybe 4, but I think homie fell off in the beginning. But
Homie fell out. He took 1.5. I think half. And then
I'm telling you, I like tequila, but the thing is, so I was good. It's the sun. Once I hit the sun, man, it was like,
I seen
Lord. I was faded.
I seen it.
Yeah, I was faded. So
Yeah,
I had to, you know, slow down, kind of drink some water, get myself
back to
check.
work.
Yeah,
how was that day, dog?
good, bro. I got it done. You know what I mean? It was hard, but
Nothing.
I mean, I got it. You know, this is what I do. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I
for
definitely had to take that water though, and a couple breathers here and there to make sure I was on point. You know what I mean?
Definitely, man. Yo, shout out to G, man, for getting my boy.
Yeah,
fucked
shout
up,
out
dog.
to G. That was straight chilling.
Came through with the hospitality and shit, you know, brought a bottle. His whole gang was here.
Yeah.
It was a vibe, man.
Yeah, it was a vibe, man. So how's your week been though, dog? How's this week
Well,
been?
let's talk about that shit, man. So since we've had guests like a couple, 5 weeks already? We've had 4 guests?
Well, was it 4?
Sauce?
Oh yeah, it's 4.
So we've had 4 weeks without really diving into what we've been doing and what's going on with our businesses and shit, man. And
Mostly,
there's definitely been some new shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, you for sure. Yeah. You fucking not just this drip studio with the barbers now. I mean, you added on, man. What's that?
We added on to that, dog. So we're working on Drip Tattoo Studio.
Boom.
Yeah. So it's gonna be as soon as you walk in, it's gonna be its own little private area with 2 hard ass tattoo artists. You go to the back, you get your cut. You turn to the left, you get your drip. I got my boy Planet Throwback doing his thing right there, selling the vintage drip and shit. So, you know what I mean? It's like a one-stop shop, dog. I can't wait, man. I can't wait till it all be done. We're just waiting on some paperwork. Because this is actually what I wanted to bring up. I could have had this dude start tat as soon as possible. And then I could have had him start doing his thing.
Right.
But that's not the right way to do it. You know what I mean? We're businessmen and we're
But he's posted up though.
He's posted up.
Oh, so you let him already get his stuff in
he's
there
decorating his area and shit. He's tattooing at another place right now while we wait for the paperwork to get in.
Okay. Oh, all right. You're waiting to get that paperwork.
Yeah,
right,
for the actual spot, dog. Because it's not just, you know what I mean, go into the spot and start tattooing. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to let you guys know that, you know what I mean, that's the character part in it, where you know what I mean. You have to invest in the proper legalities to fucking do this shit, bro.
Red tape. Go through that red tape.
Man. That's the hardest part, bro. Because
for sure.
As soon as he hit me up, I was like, oh, so excited to, and I was like, yeah, man, fuck it. After I went home, I started thinking about it. And I was like, fuck, man. Well, what if they actually run up in there and now I'm at risk? You know what I mean? So, like I said, know, risk is. We don't want to move quickly. We want to move correctly and shit. So always, I keep saying that because it's true, bro. You make these hasty decisions and you don't really think about it. You get into some shit that you can't not get out of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Besides hasty, make sure you involve your whole circle. You know what I mean? Don't be jumping into fucking decisions without making sure everybody knows what's going on. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
Bet.
You know what it is, dog.
Bet. But I mean, like, so you got the Planet Throwback. Shout out Planet Throwback. You can check him out on IG, see some of the products he has. What's the name of the tattoo artist you got in there?
My boy's name is, he goes by Almighty 18.
Almighty 18.
On the gram.
Yeah, I've seen some of his photos of the work. Not only the photos of his drawings, but some of the photos he's done. Quality. Definitely cool. Like, the skulls and all that stuff. And you know what,
dog? Like, I'm just going to speak on a little bit about it, about him.
Yeah.
This dude's been through so much. Like, he's young though, dog, and he's hungry, man. And he came at me and he was like, "I want to be a part of this. I see the vibe that you got going on, man. I listen to your podcast, dog.
Shit, okay. That's
so I feel like, honestly, bro, like
The vibe, yeah,
what we got going on, bro.
Yeah, bet.
It's definitely helped me in my business, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, dog, like, I'm grateful to have you in my life, bro. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%, dog. Hell yeah.
So
right back at you, son.
I know that we're gonna fucking, maybe we have these little bounces, like, you know, we go through and shit.
We're not the same people, bro. You know what I mean? We come from different worlds, bro.
I'm sure if we just stick to the recipe, we'll fucking get to where we're gonna be, dog. You know what I mean?
1,000%, dog. That's what I'm saying. That vibe. So your boy, your tattoo artist, he's feeling the vibe. Plant Throwback. He's always been doing. He's on the streets, been doing this thing for a minute. So it's good for you to latch on to somebody like him, dude. People know him, and he's quality. Like when he buys stuff,
he surprises me, dog. Because sometimes, like, for the most part, when he's not there, I be running the business for him. Like, he has his Cash App up there. So the way it works is he has everything tagged.
Right.
He has his Cash App up there. They send him the payment to the Cash App. They show me, yo, I paid for. Cool,
bet.
So sometimes it's like I don't see a lot of people coming in and out, and I worry because I want him to be successful too.
Bet.
So I ask him like, yo, what? Like, you good, dog? He's like, nah, bro, I've been shipping shit out. I'm like, okay, like now. So he's like doing his due diligence on his side, dog. He has a regular job trying to make it happen. He's passionate
about his retro stuff.
You know what I mean? So
his art.
Yo, big up to Planet Throwback, dog,
100,
for sure.
100.
And we're working on this pop-up that we were talking about.
Ooh, that's big things. Hey, we're in the big things, just so y'all know.
Something's coming up. We're fucking in the midst of something, man, and we're going to bring something to the table.
Yeah.
You guys, everybody's going to be surprised. I have full confidence in that shit.
One thing about when you build a team, the thing is about having a team, not just to be like two individuals or more individuals. Like, you bounce the ideas off each other and you refine it until it's one big good idea, you know what I'm saying? And that's part of being in a partnership, you know what I'm saying? So,
but like, you know,
I like this event that's coming up, bro. I like it.
I think this is it. I think, you know what I mean? Like, we've been wanting to do something like this. Something big, and that's why we've kind of been hearing other ideas from third parties and shit like that. For sure. Why not do our own thing? Yeah, for sure. Grind2Hard shit, you know what I mean?
1,000%.
And like, just like we were talking to be pre-podcast today, Paul was talking to us. Shout out Paul, the producer, Nevermore.
Yeah.
He said we got to build a street team.
Yeah. It's like Paul hears us talk and he's like, no. Like, from my experience, try this. Bing.
Yeah. And we're like, oh shit, that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
he hears us
check
talk,
it out.
though.
Like, we're looking for a street team.
Yeah, bet.
So if you guys are with the movement, you guys are in the marathon, you guys are trying to run this shit with us. Yeah. You guys are trying to do this with us.
Yeah.
We need people on the street to be pushing our shit out, man.
Yeah, DM us and we'll let you know about our idea and what we're gonna do. As far as all you entrepreneurs out there, you need like a facet, some kind of an event. We're gonna make it happen.
Hell yeah, man! And it's all out of love, dog. Like, 100%. This first event, people are. We hear about pop-ups and shit like that. People are charging these people to, yo, I got a pop-up, I got a space for rent, whatever, da. We're doing this one free. Yeah,
this is on Grind. This is on Grind2Hard. This one's for people who watch and the people that you tell about the event.
Because at the end of the day, it's just gonna help Grind2Hard. It's just gonna help trickle down to the chef, trickle down to the king, and
you know just everything that we're doing. It's just we're going to places, man. So this is another facet to showcase what we're about, because like we've met a lot of people. Hopefully G can come down from Northeast.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I mean? And show out for us over here. I mean, but it's also like
DDLP.
You know what I mean? Hopefully you can post up the truck, and it's like our circle, so you can see the people that are in our circle, because obviously we're like-minded here about business. All the people that we've had on the show, like-minded about business. I mean, I think every guest that we've had on, I've learned something. And Matt, at the last guest we had, I left inspired in that basically, like, I'm good at what I do. I have a certain way of doing things, and like I'm doing the most, right? And that creeps in your head sometimes. You got to remember, dog, you can always do more. You can always do more, and you can always get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, God, break that mold, man. You know what I mean? Like, you can get better. You can make something tighter, more quality. You know what I mean? All this stuff.
Always push for better. You know, strive for perfection, like Kobe, dog.
For sure.
And I left that podcast, and now I find myself with a little bits and pieces of free time, and I'm like, what can I do? Like,
right.
What can I do to fucking make my business successful, dog?
Yeah, because I mean, you got tattoos. I got tattoos. I mean, I can imagine like just 8 hours of one, and then another 5 hour, 2 hours. Okay, I just put in how many hours of work, and then I'm gonna go home, eat, and then draw. Sheesh, man, that's dedication, man. Shout out all artists that put in work 24 hours a day, man.
That's how my boy Almighty was yesterday, dog. He showed up to the studio, like I said, and this dude doesn't drink. He actually left the previous spot because there was a lot of drug and drinking in the tattoo spot, dog. So
Hey.
he said, you know what, I got to do my own shit. He showed up to the studio, and I was like, yo, you know you can't tattoo yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, I'm here to practice, dog. I bought a pound of flesh, which is like a little piece of fake skin.
Like pig skin or something?
Nah, well, it's like plastic or
Oh,
whatever.
okay, right.
He started drawing it on his tablet, boom, 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 and he started practicing, dog. And I'm like, yo, that was to me inspiring, dog,
Oh, yeah,
because it's
1000.
like, it made me want to be like, yo, come get a cut, dog. Like, I felt like cutting that, yesterday, and it was like giving me inspiration to be like, damn, this fool really could have just chilled at home and wait to the next appointment, but he's trying to make himself better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I've been watching the show The Bear, man. Like, of course, like people talk, oh, I like it as chef and this and that. For me, in my perspective, the things that are coming up are like the little things, like the baker that stays late and he's practicing all these, things, these techniques and styles of cooking and baking and flavors and all this stuff. Like, there's so many aspects of, like I told you, the flavor, the texture and all this stuff. Like, you have to practice if you want to get better. You can't just wait for the order to come in and make it. You know what I mean? You got to practice and then tell people to taste it. Not just your flavor, but tell people to taste it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's fun to watch, you know what I mean? And inspiring in that way too, because I'm like, God, I got to get back to basics when you're in a kitchen, because like having your having everything in this space so that you can execute the dish correctly. You know what I mean? I do that, but mise en place goes with everything you do in life. You know what I'm saying? Having everything in its place so that you can execute the task correctly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting back on that. If you guys haven't watched that, The Bear, check it out on Hulu. It's a good aspect of a chef trying to run a business, and also like people's personalities in the kitchen.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
And then
cool.
Dealing with family and
Oh yeah, drama, family drama.
It's definitely something like that I've watched, and I like, even though I've never been in that scenario where I work in a kitchen like that.
Right.
I could definitely see myself in that character, dog, because it's like you're trying to make something work, and your surrounding is like just destructive
outside
and shit.
things just trying to break you down or distract you, right?
Exactly, man. Those distractions, dog, you gotta fucking get rid of those. And how do you go upon, like, because sometimes a distraction, you don't even know it's a distraction.
Oh yeah.
How do you fucking handle that? Yeah, in the moment, like how do you navigate?
I think
around
from
that
experience, right? You can't be making the same mistakes over and over again, right? So I think you just realize you made a mistake, right? And then don't do it again. You know what I mean? Don't be an idiot and make the same mistakes again. Like I can tell you for sure, like I've been on highs. Not just it's not about making money. It's more about being comfortable, right? You're comfortable, you have a good job, you're doing great things. These things are going good. And then you don't realize, like, you're just riding the fucking wave. You're not even in control of what you're doing. You're just like, you know what I mean? Like, I did it. Or like, I'm good for the week or whatever. A couple days. I just want to kick it for a couple days. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be in control, stay in control, keep your mind, what's the word? Alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, go hike, wake up early, take that cold shower, whatever it takes to just keep your mind active. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in the moment. Don't get caught up in the sauce. Because I'm telling you, man, it really happens. Like, you'll be like, oh, where am I? Why am I out at 2 a.m. Getting drunk? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Oh, 3 a.m. Okay.
How do you get lost in the sauce?
Yeah.
Bitches get lost in the sauce, man. But that's true, though. Like,
we're human.
You just slowly start to fall back into those little things, and I think it's just with that one, where you don't stay true to yourself that one time, or like just that one working kind of like what's the word I'm trying to say?
Well,
compromising with yourself. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the bad word is even from when I knew it was bad when I was 18, but when you tell yourself fuck it, it's just something's bad. Either it's really good or it's really bad. I don't know, but I'm saying fuck it's always been that thing. Like, I gotta check myself. Like, if I'm like fuck it, I'm like, wait, hold up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, hold up. At this moment in my life, yeah, for sure.
For sure, bro. There's not a lot of there hasn't been a lot of those moments lately. You know what I mean? Because it's like it just goes back to kind of just thinking shit through and making those decisions accordingly, bro. You know what I mean? And there's a point. I'm not gonna lie, dog. Like, I have, since I don't drink, dog. Everybody knows this. I don't drink. I'm 3 years sober.
Yeah.
I still have temptation.
Bet.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
on a Friday,
sure.
dog, especially like Fridays, I get off of work after a fucking 12, 13, 14-hour shift. I'll be scrolling through my Instagram, and then like a cold frosty beer will come up, and I'm like, damn, with some nice wings on the side.
So let me ask you, dog, how do you get through those moments? Like, what is the mind? Because the mind's telling you, like, damn, that's the frosty beer, man. Woo, you could taste it.
Yeah. I associate the downfall with it, dog.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean?
You see all the bad times.
I see all the fucking bad times, and I get flashes of those good times, but it's like it's like a 2-to-1 ratio.
Too much sacrifice.
You know what I mean? Bro. And I fucked around too many times, too much. I feel like as an individual, as a man or whatever, you have so many years to party. Like it's like a lifespan, right?
Yeah, bet.
So you can either do it all at once at the beginning, which I did.
Some people do. Yeah, some people do.
I crumbled up a lot of that party time and that celebration and that fuck it into like 6-7 years of my life.
Sheesh.
And it ran its course. And now I feel like I can't no more because of, where it would take me eventually. And also too, just like associating.
I mean, let's
be
real, right?
Yeah,
you could die, man, right? I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like, dog. We've talked about that shit, behind, closed doors or whatever. And
well, one of my favorite rappers is Mac, bro. I mean, like, there's so many things that go into this life, bro. I mean, like, depression and drugs and all that stuff. We gotta check ourselves, man. Have homies that like look after us and stuff like that.
And that's the sad part about that. Him was that especially as you get more and more popular, more and more famous, the people around you might not necessarily care what's good for you as long as they're along for the ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that, number one, too, like, keep those squirrels out your circle, dog. Make sure your circle's tight. Make sure your circle's motivated, because it's so easy just to fucking slip back in and to compromise with the values that you've created for yourself and be like, fuck you. It's so easy to do that.
Well, it goes to the message you were talking about today was be true to yourself. You know what I mean? Don't conform to your friends or whatever the hype is right at that moment, right?
Exactly, dog.
Yeah.
Because I've said it multiple times, you know what I mean? I could call somebody right now and be like, yo, dog, you want to go out? Let's go day drink. And somebody would be right here, right now, fast in 15 minutes, dog.
Every cut, I think that's what happened. Like in the past 3 weeks, we see each other for the cut, and then we come for the podcast. I think you had the Planet Throwback one week, and then you got the tattoo the next week. I'm like, this fool's on it. He sees it. He just wants it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what it takes.
I want it so bad, bro. Like, that's why I tell everybody that you have to see it, dog. You have to see it. You have to vision it. Because if you play that maybe, hopefully, and even then, like, it sounds bad, but even like God willing, like, nah, God gave you free will. You make it happen.
Right, but yeah,
you know what I mean? So
I talk about it on the podcast that space time. I mean, you everything that happens in your life, you envision first. I mean, if you're seriously gonna wake up and go get a drink in the fridge, you envision it first before you actually do it. You know what I'm saying? So same thing with your life and your business and stuff like that. Envision it, picture it happening, and what you're wearing and who you're with, and you know what I mean, all that. What color the paint is on the wall and stuff like that, and then it'll happen. Yeah, it'll happen. You'll get there.
Right down to the smallest detail, bro. Yeah. Like that's how much you gotta
keep your eye on the prize. Yeah,
process it.
Yeah, and see it every day. I'm telling you, like I actually was in a dark spot, and I was like, dude, if I was cooking in a kitchen and somebody turned the corner and said, hey chef, I mean, that'll be the top. That's where I want to go. And I just kept thinking like, okay, I see myself with the white coat. I see myself even with the big hat. I was thinking with the like big chef hat and like, hey chef, what's going on? What's for dinner? Or like just anybody just saying, like chef, what's for dinner and stuff like that. It's like that's the vision. And once I got there, it's like all I want to do is pay it forward, because like once you get to that spot where you reach a goal like that, I mean, things just happen. Like the blessings come. You know what I mean? Stay on track. Stay on track.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Like Matt was saying, the struggles he went through, and how people were against him. He felt like there were certain entities that was not cool with him being successful and not cool with him doing his thing, even though he's in his own lane. Right. That's the saddest part to me, bro, is like when you create your own lane and there's still people that don't want to see you make it. You're not fucking with anybody else's shit.
Not necessarily haters, but like people that think that you're treading on their ground or something.
I mean, I would more say like just doubting, like, yeah, bro.
Like, don't do it. Oh, I mean, that comes with it.
Don't do it. Yeah, but I mean, that comes with it. But at the same time, it's like they smile and say, yeah, you should do that. You could do that. But then you have that kind of like, you could tell it's not sincere and shit. You know what I mean?
You could tell it's not sincere. Like, honestly, the only thing that makes come to mind is like one of the clients I worked for, the personal assistant told me that I should raise my prices back in the day, right? And once I did raise the price, and I told them, they were like hesitant, like, "Oh, wait, what? Like what? The fuck?
You told me to do this.
You just gassed me up to raise my price, and now you're hesitant."
I actually dealt with that one situation one time too, where I was like cutting up a client. He was in a chair. I was talking to William about raising your prices.
Yeah.
And I was telling, you know what, dog, next year it's going to be this. My client was like, I don't mind paying that. Cool. So I said, I talked to a lot of my clients. It didn't happen next year. It happened like, all right, couple weeks. I made the change.
Yeah.
So I told him the price or whatever. He's like, oh, what? Like, so you were serious? I'm like, we talked about this.
He's like, now I can't get lunch today, dude.
Yeah. It's $5, man.
Yeah, right? Yeah. That's what happens, dog. I mean, they got to make those decisions. Got to make that jump, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
no, you gotta.
But you realize, like, I mean, like, what the advice that they were giving you in that moment, though, or what? Like, or I mean, like,
I'm saying, to me, it's more like people that that I've worked with in the past, and that we're close, and we've talked about the vision, and we've talked about doing something together, and then kind of not like, you know what I mean, being with it at the end of the day, and it's kind of like, okay, cool. I used to be like, fuck you guys, man. If it's not me, then you're against me. You know what I mean? But now I'm more like, just get out the way, dog. You know what I mean?
You know what's sad is that, like, I understand that. I kind of can feel that in a way, but what happened on my side is that I had a chef that was with me and saw the vision, but I wasn't confident enough at that moment to hire him and go. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? But if I would have at that moment been confident enough, I'd know that we would.
That insecurity type shit, like
yeah. I wasn't ready to.
And maybe it's like
take on more business and all that stuff.
Yeah, dog. You know, I could definitely feel that shit on my end too, bro. Like, you know, I have my own insecurities too, and you just want to stay. It's kind of hard with doing this shit too, bro, because you're like rising above, but you're also comfortable in that rise above. Like, you don't want to get too
you don't want to hit the gas too hard or fucking,
because of the, like I said, the risk that takes, and you're kind of thinking like, oh, what if it doesn't work and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I might have to slam the brakes or on the momentum, bro, or something.
So you don't want to lose momentum. Like, we were just talking about that shit today earlier too, about being consistent and making sure that we provide content, not just on here every week,
right,
but every day, pushing out content, pushing out Grind2Hard, pushing out Keeping It PC, Drip Studio, Planet Throwback, blah, 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 constantly.
Yeah.
And even to the point where I'm like, damn, bro, like, I get tired of making the videos sometimes too, because I'm like, man, I'm only getting a certain amount of views, but every time you push something out, it's getting there. It's in their mind more and more and more and more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think if you love something and you're passionate about it, you taught me that. If you love something, you're passionate about it, you spitting it out is not going to be annoying to anybody who cares. Really, honestly, seriously. And that's truth, because like every time I talk about it, like people are willing. Oh, how's the podcast going, by the way? And you know, like, well, how's the business going? How's your apprentice going? You know what I mean? It's like a talking point too. So I mean, people are interested. So we're gonna keep talking about it. Like that Planet Throwback, I keep going in there for new stuff. I see new stuff all the time. I want to try it on. I'm a little hesitant. I need a fitting room in there, bro.
Oh, hey,
but
we might need to make it happen. Shit.
Yeah,
I'm all about like building and helping each other out, dog, to where it's not necessary like one is doing more than the other.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm all about that organic feel. Like I just want it to happen just naturally. You know what I mean? And it takes a long time to find that group, that team. You know.
But I think patience is key. I mean, obviously, because like for instance, finding Joey. I mean, we gel pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Like the far as the passion and then the drive, you can work with that. You find that within, you know, and then you can work with that kind of stuff. But I understand his plight in that he's young and stuff like that. But I'm glad that I can find somebody that I can gel with at least, you know what I mean, and try to grow with a little bit.
That's cool. Yeah, dog. To me, that's got to be there too. Like if I can't gel with you, then how am I supposed to teach you and learn you some shit? You know what I mean, and kind of like help you, guide you, and stuff like that. Like,
but in that, I feel that responsibility. Like for instance, like let me check my IG. Oh. No, let me jump on dish. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I feel more part of a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I take more responsibility for myself. You know what I'm saying? So like, keep my knife sharp. I always do, but like, it's more of I want to make sure that if he ever grabs my knife, it's a sharp knife that he knows. You know what I mean? It's for me. Like, if I didn't, oh, you know what? For the next house, it's okay. I won't sharpen my knife in a way. But now I'm on point. Like, I do a lot of things on point. Like, make sure the laundry's like ahead of the game. So like when he's coming in, I'm like, boom, just fold that. It's already washed. You got to fold it. You know what I mean? Like, and those kind of things that I mean, like that push me to be a better leader. And that's the thing we were talking about is like, once you're a leader like that, you start attracting those people that see your vision.
You gotta, and also too, having like the guts to say, hey, dog, can you take care of this for me real quick?
Yeah.
Because I feel like since we're in that, we think
But
if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Like we've
But we're different though. Like there's those asshole managers that ask you to do something, you're like, fuck you, right? No, we're the type of people that ask you to do something that I would do myself 1,000 times a day. And if you said, no, I'm actually doing that, I'll jump and do it. You know what I mean? Like I expect a lot from him, and I'll tell him, hey, get me a spoon, and he'll look around. And I get mad because he's not understanding that I need something right in this moment. I don't ask you, because I always do it myself. I'll go, if I can get a spoon, I'll get my spoon myself. But if I ask you, it's dire. I'm not gonna just frivolously be like, bring me a spoon. You know, like it's like I need a spoon right now. You know what I mean? I need to play this up. So boom, it should be like, yeah, exactly. That's what I want. But he's not doing it. You know what I mean? So like, eventually we'll get on the same page as far as that. But like,
and it's still new.
Yeah, it's still new. It's still new. But in the moment I might look pissed off. But later I'm like, hey man, just understand that in the heat of the battle, like everything's. Take nothing personal, because we're trying to in the end of the day, we're just trying to please the guest and make sure that the guest is completely happy. Top
like
to bottom.
That shit, and you say in the heat of the battle, because you're really looking at that session that you're cooking at like war and shit. You're like
1,000,
boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean?
There's time involved, temperature involved.
You got a knife out, chopping raw meat. And
sometimes the sauce, like you know what I mean. Like I need to, like I'm getting it, and I need it right then, just to scoop and put right then. You know what I mean? I can't wait like. You know what I mean? Like I can't. So I'm like, hey, you're on the outside, so give me a spoon. I don't care if it's from their drawer,
like
or
right now, dog.
Like anything that looks. Give me your hand. I'm gonna use your hand. You know what I mean? Like I'm serious. Like in that moment, I kind of say it's like a Ramsey moment, but it's not. It's more like, help me execute. Like we're on the same page right now, and you're not doing anything, so we help use. I need your hands to execute this right now. You know what I mean? Like it's weird, but in the end, and he didn't take it personal, but. I hope he grew from those moments, knows that he needs to be a little more hasty in those type of moments. And
definitely, like if Joey's watching, if William's watching, bro, like if we got something to say to you guys, it's because we want you to be at our level, and we see that you can.
Yeah, 1,000%.
So you know what I'm saying? You got to take those
and above.
Yeah. That's what I was telling Will that. Dog, like I want you to have your own spot one day, and I hope that it could be with me. You know what I mean, helping you out and shit.
Yeah.
But if you got to go and do your own thing, fuck yeah, I was a good leader and I was a good boss.
Yeah, it's part of life, man. We understand that shit, but at the same time, you know, love the one you're with, but like respect the one you're with too. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I'm trying to like G you up. You know what I'm saying? So like. Take that, you know what I mean?
Take that, yeah.
Take that, you know what I'm saying?
Like, and you know what?
Don't take it personal, was what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm doing, I'm not trying to shit on you or nothing like that. I'm trying to help you. Everything is to help you. I'm not, what is it called? Channeling any anger toward, I don't do that. You know what I mean? That's not my thing. You know?
Let's worry about the solution, not the problems. You know what I mean? Like, it's about the solution.
1,000%.
And I just recently, too, dog, like, I hired this young cat. You know, he's actually still a senior in high school, but he's in the streets.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So what I sat him down and I talked to him. I was like, look, dog, honestly, I'm trying to get you out the trap. Like, if you're good, bro, you focus on this, dog. Look at this, bro. Like, I'm just like you, you know? And he's like, oh yeah, bro, real motivated. And then just like these past 2 weeks, haven't been seeing him. I've been seeing his stories. He's out in the street. And I'm like, you know what, dog? I had to tell him, you know what, dog, leave your key. And, you know, pick up your stuff because it's not working out, you know, and it's not because you're not good and then you suck. And it's not even the fact that you're not even there. If you pay rent, cool. But I'm looking for a vibe, dog. I want somebody there. I want somebody in the station. Whatever you got going on the outside, that's affecting you being here. So I'm not going to be haggling also, too, for my rent. And you bring up the fact that you weren't here. Your shit's here though, so it's kind of like better for me and you to just kind of like it's not working out.
Yeah, that's business. Yeah, for
you know
sure.
What I mean?
Yeah, 1,000%.
But I feel like this kid was like I saw a little bit of myself in this kid, and he's in that stage where he's like.
But why do they call it the trap though? I mean, because you as an individual feel trapped, or you are trapped, right? And that's the thing. He can only get himself out of it. Your idea of getting out of it seemed profitable. Maybe I could do it, but like him. Slanging was the only way that he saw himself get out of it, or to be where he wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. He made a business decision as well.
And that,
you know what I'm saying? Like that was his business decision.
And that's why I didn't come at him with like, yo, nah. It's respectfully like, yo, dog, you know what? I think you should just go ahead and leave your key, bro. Like it's not benefiting you. It's not benefiting me.
Right.
Before, I would definitely something that I learned, dog. Before I'd be like, yo, man, you know what? Honestly, dog, get the fuck out. Dog. But now I'm more like, yo, dog, honestly, it's not.
Yeah, it's
it's not benefiting you, first of all. Because you're not here and then you're still paying me rent. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah. It's called kind candor. You're in a way to talk to people without, being disrespectful and getting your point across, man. It's hard to do. It really is, man. It's hard to do, especially in that type of moment or just day to day, whatever, something you want to point out to somebody. You know what I mean? You got to figure out a way to be kind, get your point across, but also be authoritative at the same time,
And also stay, like, to me, it was a part of me staying true to myself also, dog, because I can't be knowingly have this dude there knowing that he's involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I don't know what he's doing outside of, because look, and I wanted to really talk about this shit, dog, is to all my youth right now, dog, like these 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. You know what's going on in the city, bro. People are getting killed for fucking dollars, bro, like for weed. People are getting killed and set up, and there's too many youngins, too many young people losing their lives, bro, because of the trap. That's why that was the ultimate decision for me to be like, I can't have you here, dog, because something happens here. I'm involved. Will's not about that life. He's not, you know what I mean? So it's like, it wasn't the
vibe you're talking about, the vibe,
yeah. And Will was even like, well, it's rent, dog. I'm like, yeah, but now money's good money, bro. Like, I want the vibe. I don't want that shit.
You need a soldier that's gonna do something for the drip. You know what I mean? Like, I think rent paying that's your goal, but also like bringing in the clients, the foot traffic, and all that stuff.
It's the whole brand, bro.
So
I'm not worried about me. I could have an extra whatever in my pocket every week.
Protect the brand.
But nah, man, yeah, dog. Like, and shout out to all the youngins out there, bro, that are, you know what I mean, fucking around with guns and thinking you guys are like rap stars and shit like that, bro. This shit is not real, bro. After that, you're gonna go to prison. You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna spend the rest of your fucking life there thinking about this last moment you had, and then I promise you'll regret it every fucking day, dog. And that's sad to me to see, is that people are really out here, dog, playing like if it's like, dog, I feel like it's going in like that Chicago vibe type shit. You haven't seen Fit Fam, dog?
A couple times, yeah. Is that what's going on?
Bro, there's a lot of kids losing their lives, bro, to because they're getting set up. They want to rob them. They sell drugs and they want to rob this cat. A scuffle fight, and then boom. It's happened more in my neighborhood, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Over drugs. And it's sad, bro, because it's like, you guys are 18-year-old, 17, 16-year-old pulling the trigger. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, damn.
It's like clout. It's like, I'm tough. I'm the toughest.
Yeah, but like after 5 years, dog, you're not gonna see free shirts no more. Free whoever shirts. You know what I mean?
Why?
It's like, when your homie, a lot of people's homies, they get locked up and they say like, free whoever.
Yeah.
After a couple of years, that shit, they're gone. You're in there now. Like, and then let's see if you're even getting calls and getting fucking those letters and people who's putting money on your books.
Yeah.
Your family,
Man, I don't know. It's just altogether, if you want to get your life together and you want to put things in order and be prosperous, take care of your kids or take care of your wife, your spouse, whatever the case may be, these right decisions involve not being in the trap and not being involved with drugs. I mean, I can tell you for a fact, I changed my life in 2020 for the same fucking reason, man. It's fucking drugs. I was way too drunk one day and I'm freaking crawling in a neighborhood, and I think I've already told the story, but the thing is, like, you gotta fucking don't wait for that wake up moment. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait to get arrested. Don't wait to fucking wake up with your face in the grass or whatever the case may be. Like, realize that is a bad decision to be in the drug world. Like, just get out of it and move on. Like, find something else. Find another facet, whether it's sports, meditation, another job, reading books, like whatever it is. Like, go a different direction, because
find your hustle, man.
Yeah, 1000%. Your passion, your hustle. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Find your hustle, dog.
Yeah, even if it's like my brother used to say, like, he likes photography. Like, I'm like, photography? Like, that's out of left field. Like, but if it comes out of your lips, like, try it. Go down that path. Buy a camera. Rent a camera. Get one at the thrift store and start taking pictures. Just show them online. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was passing by at the mall. This girl, she probably was 16 years old, but she had a booth with the table, cloth, 3 paintings, and then I think she painted rocks. And I'm like, I passed by and I was like, what? That's a hustler. That's a grinder. She needs to be on our show. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not the most outgoing. So I just stopped by. I was like, hey, is this yours? Yeah, I'm an artist. And I bought a painting and I walked on. But I'm like, man, like that's the kind of people I respect. You know what I mean? Like that go out there and just like do what they want to do. Their passion, their lane. This is what I'm about. You know
and I'm seeing like she rented that booth, and booths at the mall aren't cheap.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Those
dude.
kiosks aren't cheap.
It tripped me out. And she was reading her book and like, you know, who knows how many she would have sold. You know what I mean? Like, it's just tripped out to me.
But just the fact that she fucking jumped on it and said, fuck it, I'm going to pay rent.
Yeah.
And then whatever I sell, if I sell a few items, I'm still gonna get exposure. You know what I mean?
I wonder that she got. And I looked in the back and it has her IG.
Should have got her Instagram and all that shit.
The thing is, okay, so I have her painting. Like it's actually put up in my house. Like I have it there. It's like a little painting, and somebody would probably be like, "Hey, is that your daughter?" But whatever it is, it's a beautiful painting to me. Like I like it, and it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like it pushed me in a different direction that day. I'm like, you know, you see somebody you see a person in the mall and you like kind of look at them like I was interested, like she grabbed my attention, you know what I'm saying? So like that's a little
double take.
Yeah, it was a double take. Like wow, that's pretty cool. So now I promise next podcast I'm gonna shout her out for y'all for sure.
What's up?
Yeah, she wrote her name on the back and her IG. So
hey, just gotta turn that bitch around.
Yeah, exactly.
But yo, like so the guests that we've had, dog.
Yeah.
Which one was your favorite? I want to say guest.
Yeah.
But which is your favorite episode?
I think I have to say because of Matt, like but all of them were inspiring in their own way. But I honestly went home and I was like, I can do better. I can be ready. I can be ahead of the game better. Like even if I'm ready today and I cook badass food, like that's great. But I can be ahead of the game and know my recipes tomorrow, the next day, and like it just pushed me in a different direction. So I would say that one was good. I shout out Victor and Nadine for doing the podcast at their restaurant. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was really, really fucking cool, man. Seriously, and it was a good conversation.
Up a little bit and shit, you know what I mean?
Conversation, yeah, and the conversation was great, man. So I enjoyed that one. But I mean, Sauce in the beginning, and then G came through, dude. Can't forget that episode, bro. Dude,
that's just one for the like.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the header, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if it would have been another half hour, you'd have got some Fit Fam stuff or something. Man, you'd have got some.
We would have maybe got canceled.
I think G even was feeling it too, though. I saw him a little swervy.
Oh yeah, for sure. That boy was fucking 11 in the morning, dog. You know?
That was crazy, dog. That was good shit, though. That's good shit. What about you, dog? Which one will you reflect on the most?
Honestly, dog, like I like the last two, G and Matt, because. And I'm going to say them together because G's was, like I said, I had described it. It was like, dog, we was like on some fucking dirt bikes, popping wheelies. It felt like it was that energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And then with Matt, it's not that we slowed down or downshifted. We was just with the top down, cruising, you know what I mean? Chilling, listening to some cool little vibes. It was like that vibe that I got and shit. So it was truly like a refresher. It was refreshing to me from going from amped up like that to kind of like, I'm still passionate. But I'm like cool with it. I'm chill with it. I'm about God. It's
that is true. You know that's true. Two types of really confident people with two different vibes. Seriously, one high vibe, energies. One low vibe. Same confidence, same successful story. You know what I'm saying? That was good. Yeah, definitely, dude. That was cool to because I didn't know beforehand who they were, but it was just a matter of like trusting Vic in that they wouldn't be just somebody that works at Pizza Hut for 20 years and like made it, you know what I mean, or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I
mean, yeah. That's definitely what we're looking to, and we want more guests that bring the same thing. So, like I said, I have plenty of people, bro. You know what I mean? I have plenty of entrepreneurs that. Yeah. But I mean, it'd be cool to you guys holler at us. You know what I mean? You guys think you guys are about this life. You guys are dedicated in what you're doing. Maybe it's your side hustle and you want to, take that jump. You holler at us, man. You want to be on a guest on the show? Shit.
Yep.
We can definitely go out that route and pick up somebody that's a viewer. That'd be cool. Like a viewer as a guest. You know what I mean? Because definitely these dudes are viewing our shows and shit like that. But you know what I mean? I feel like it's not necessarily consistent also, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like even if you're working at Walmart 10 years, like, you know what I'm saying, like we want to see a different aspect of what you, I mean, do you feel like you can become your own entrepreneur? Do you feel like you have an opportunity to control your own destiny, or is that comfortable enough to take care of your family? Are you like of a different generation where that is lucrative and you're actually taking care of your family? You know, we want to see that perspective. We want to hear what you have to offer, because King Vic comes from a different perspective of life, you know what I mean? Lower Valley. Me, I started out in El Paso.
Florida boy.
I went to Florida, grew up, saw a different perspective in life, you know what I mean? The melting pot of different cultures and stuff like that. College in Arizona and stuff like that. So, I mean, all of us have different walks in life, you know what I mean? So we want to hear it all, seriously. Some of the entrepreneurs we've had on are, what you say, successful in that they've opened up their own business and sustained it. That's the hard part. Opening your business, great. You have an idea, your dream, much respect. Sustaining it year to year, month to month, year to year, that's the hard part, and that's where the success comes in.
And also too, like the commonality that they had was they were all happy doing it, dog.
Bet.
They were in a place in their life where they were like, I love what I do. I'm happy in my environment. I'm at my full confidence in what I do. Like Sauce, he got out of that situation where he wasn't feeling the shot. People were kind of like, you know what I mean, looking at it. He did his own thing. He's super comfortable, which is going to provide just a better quality product, dog. And he's little by little, I can see him, you know, there's a new person in his chair. And dog, that's fucking dope to see, bro.
Hell yeah.
To see it happening in front of you, and it's not you. You know what I mean? It's like somebody that you fucking have like an arm's reach length to get a hold of and shit. That's fucking dope.
Hell yeah. I mean, all that work you're doing for the man, like you can be doing that for yourself, and like it's just a saying. I'm sure you heard it from other people, but it's really possible once you just start going down that lane. You know what I'm saying? Just take the initiative to go down that lane and figure it out. It starts with finding your passion, though. What do you love to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I do come home tired and frustrated, stressed maybe a little bit, but happy at the end of the day, seriously, because like I'm doing what I want, you know what I mean, and people are respecting for my art that I create. So I mean that's the end goal for me, you know what I mean?
Oh, no doubt, bro. I love to joke. I love to go to work, dog. I love the process of waking up early, making sure I got my routine handled, get to work on time, you know what I mean, opening up shop, bro. Sometimes, you know what I mean, like I clean the whole shop by myself, and I should be at the point where like, yo, I got a couple employees, y'all take care of it. But I take pride in my shit, dog, because at the end of the day, it's still a representation of me. I love doing it. I get detailed with it, dog. You know what I mean? And I'm there, even I'll take the whole hour up, clean my shop, and I'm like looking at, smells good. Everything's nice and shiny and shit. You know what I mean, bro? And
That's
I'm
pride,
like,
yeah.
Look at this shit.
Take pride in it.
It makes me fucking think about that next location, that next spot, that next move. I'm like, I already got this formulated. What's next? You know, and being an inspiration to yourself. Yeah, really.
Yeah, dude. Like that next step. My next step is I'm renting a house, but it's a house. You know what I mean? Like I've been in an apartment for the past 3 years, and being in an apartment, I just never been alone, like single, having an apartment. I've always like right out of whatever I was with my parents, I was with somebody. You know what I mean? Or I had a roommate. So I've been 3 years living by myself.
Solo dolo.
And then now I got a house that I'm gonna rent. So I'm like,
so let me ask you this, dog. Let me get deep with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's out of pocket or whatever.
That's fucked up.
But so you've been solo 3 years.
Yeah.
And you've come into little relationships, talked to a girl here and there, whatever.
Yeah. Do
you see that as a negative? Being solo, doing this, your business? Or do you see it as a positive?
Yeah. Especially me personally. I'm a creator, and that takes everything out of me, dude. So when I get home, I really don't have much left, dude. And it sucks, you know what I mean? Like I really don't.
Is that what kind of holds you back from building that relationship?
It does a little bit, yeah. It does a little bit, but I'm happy. You know what I mean? The relationships I do have are great, and my kids are there and stuff like that. So like I'm not like missing anything in that sense, but it's like I don't feel like I have anything to offer. You know what I mean? I don't put myself out there in that way, and I'm happy because all the success, emotionally, because all the success, like I know it's a toll. Like everything comes with a sacrifice, right? And all the success I'm getting, all the blessings I'm getting, I'm like, what am I gonna be angry about this one thing over here? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, this is everything I asked for and more. So just enjoying being in this lane and stuff like that. Like the loneliness, I read a meme recently that was really, really fucking poignant about loneliness is like you end result of, getting your hopes and dreams and blah, blah. But I was like, yeah, that's true. You know what I mean? Like, if you can handle loneliness, you can handle pretty much anything. You know what I mean? Like, because you can handle yourself, be within your thoughts, and then still be comfortable and stuff like that, dude. So I'm working on that, man. It's not easy. It's still a work in progress, but just being cognizant of that. You know what I mean? Like, when you're like, oh, you know what I mean? It's like, well, why though? You know what I mean? Oh, I put in 10 hours today. You know what I mean? I don't have time to go meet somebody or whatever, build a relationship and stuff like that. And that's not probably not conducive to a relationship, being able to put minuscule in and be able to want so much back. You know what I mean? Like,
it would truly have to be a special lady, dog.
I bet.
Kinda, deal with that.
Yeah, 1,000. But that's a good question, though. Honestly, like, I think just to give advice to somebody, like, if you're gonna go out there and like hit it hard and try to be successful and like break barriers, like, you can't expect to have everything. Maybe you have a lady now, like Sauce has a lady that seems like she's down, you know what I'm saying? And that's a blessing and a half, you know what I mean? Just to find somebody who's your ride or die, and then, no matter what, like, will eat tortillas and beans with you for a fucking year, you know what I mean? Until you actually get that triple mansion that you're looking for, you know what I mean? Takes
that kind of relationship is rare, dog. Like, we're complete opposites, dog. You know what I mean? You started your business when you were single as fuck, you know what I mean? So it gave you more freedom.
Yeah, for sure. To risks and
on my end, like, I was already married when I got into this. So it was, I'm not gonna say that it was hard or whatever, but it is definitely different and difficult because you want to do so much and spend so many hours, but you got somebody else.
Balance.
You know what I mean?
It's balance. Yeah,
it's that balance, dog. And that's what that dude, Joe, he goes by Joe Goody.
Oh, his his boy
G's
that was
boy.
with him? Yeah.
You
G's
know,
boy? Yeah.
after the show, he was expressing to me that, he's recently single as well. But I told him, because he said, oh, I'm recently single, kind of put his head down. I said, dog, this is the perfect opportunity for you, bro. Because you don't have no responsibility but yourself. Your own success is what drives you. You have no excuse. Mm-hmm. So now is the time to fucking like put that pedal to the metal, and whatever you couldn't do with her, you definitely could do by yourself. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. That's good motivation, because I think especially just after a breakup, you're like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? Should I do that? It was a bad move. Oh man, what did I do? Maybe it was a bad move. Yeah. Okay, what am I gonna do now? You know what I mean?
Start soaking a little bit. You start dealing with the problem in a certain way.
Yeah.
And it gets you out of that. If you don't snap out of it, it'll drag you down.
Oh, 1,000%, dog. Especially relationships, dog. You start fucking getting sulky as fuck, dude. It's annoying.
Yeah, dog. You just gotta stay focused in those situations too, man. Like, I hope I don't experience that shit. You know what I mean? But I mean, I have.
It's just a small. It's probably a small period. Homie's bouncing back. Like,
yeah, for sure. I see him, dog. Like, I always show up. I just reached out to him today, man. I was like, yo, man, if whatever you need, let me know. I saw one of his cuts. He snapped on it. He's doing good. So I'm like, yo, whatever you need. If you ever want a shadow, blah blah blah. Whatever.
We got you, dog. We got you.
Yeah, man. Just make it happen. Just reach out. Yeah.
G seemed like a down motherfucker, dog. He seemed like he got her back too, man. That was pretty dope, man.
Yeah, definitely, dog.
Good dude.
He's a cool ass motherfucker, dog. That boy.
Tell us about experience with him. What did you guys do back in the day, dog? What's some of the stuff you just?
There's a lot of shit I can't say. But you know what, dog?
I'm fucking with you.
He was just one of those dudes that was connected, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I knew if I needed something, he was a guy.
Bet.
If it wasn't through him, he knew somebody.
Bet.
If it was like, in that environment, in that trap, you gotta have different outlets. You can't just fuck with one plug. You can't just fuck with one person. You always gotta be boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
So he was one of the guys that I could kind of like, if I didn't have my guy, I could always count on this guy. You know what I mean? Without saying too much.
Damn, no shit. Damn, I was just not the business. I was not the business type, bro. I was a consumer. But the hustle comes. I think the hustle started coming from selling my own sauce. Once I like the meal preps. Once I like put meal prep, like my food into a meal prep, and then I was selling it.
Small, bro.
Yeah, and I was like $5. Even though somebody was like, "Yo, that's like $10." I'm like, "Nah, that's $5." Like, boom. And people are buying it, and then they're calling me like, "Buy more." I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, I got something. You know what I mean? Like, I got something. Like, I'm gonna work with it. You know what I mean? What do you like about it? Oh, it's fucking good. You can't get flavor like this.
It's your product, dog.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's that brick.
Yeah, right, that's that blue magic right there.
Blue magic. Bam, there you go. Try that shit.
Hell yeah.
And that's all it takes, dog. That little spark.
That little spark,
Just
yeah.
that
So
little
whatever
spark.
it is, like if you're a painter and you paint something, try to sell it. And that one person, why do you like it? Why are you buying my art? Okay, well, build off of that. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Take the criticism from the people that are actually supporting you and paying for your service.
And if they're like, you know what, I'm just supporting you because you're a hustler, be like, well, I'm gonna keep hustling then, keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like
at the very least.
At the very least, exactly. Yeah, straight up.
But with these guests that we've had, Rog, I mean, where does that put your vision in the future? Like, what are you thinking right now? What's Clay's map?
I've already kind of like hung it up. Like I realized like in the future sometime like I won't be cooking as much, so I'm trying to like just be comfortable with like training and so like when I get Joey to a certain point, I want to have 2 more chefs. I want to hire 2 more, and not now, but I mean like it's gonna be July. There's a person, Chris, that I had on the line. As far as like I told him July 1st I was gonna make a decision. It's gonna be more like in September, right before the holidays start hitting. I'm gonna have 2 more chefs learn what is it called? Throw you in the heat of the battle.
Yeah. So
they can see like, oh damn, I learned a lot that season, and then by next year I can have like 3 chefs. Imagine that's the goal. That's my goal. Like what the 4 guests that we had made me just make a long-term goal that I want to stick to, and it's gonna be by January having 3 chefs personal chefs that work under the Keeping It PC label.
Yeah.
So
shit, 5.
I'm gonna shoot for 3. If I could get 3 people that are trained and ready to be personal chefs and take on their own clients, that's what I'm gonna strive for. And shout out to anybody who's working in the restaurant right now, or anybody who even just loves the bear. I could turn you into a chef. I could turn you into a chef. Seriously. What camera? Camera 1, camera 2? You.
I want you. No, for sure, dog. Like, God, it's just like right now I'm in a place that I'm super motivated. Shit can't come fast enough, man. I need certain things, and that's what I hate about it is the waiting process. Like right now, because of the tattoo studio, we're waiting on the legalities. It's gonna take about 10 business days. So I'm like, I want that shit now. You know what I mean? So I can fucking start that next one, that next step, and I'm always constantly, but sometimes you do got to kind of take that time that you're waiting for that next step to kind of like, all right, cool, plan it. How do I want to execute it? What's next? Don't just fucking be waiting with your
what's the next move? Once it comes,
mean?
what's the next move? You know, yeah, definitely be ready. What's the next move for me this week? I got parties. Like I've been doing my Saturday parties. I used to be taking Saturdays off. Now I got Saturdays. Boom, boom, boom. But that means I'm working 7 days a week now when I do these parties. Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's fun and it's not and it's like badass, but like start feeling it, man.
I feel you, dog.
Yeah,
I feel you. By Friday, oh, dog. I wake up and I'm like, God damn, those bones are creaking a little bit more, dog. You know what I mean? Those knees are like, gosh.
I bought a bottle of Advil, and I'm like, because you know my back was hurting. I was like, cool. And like normal, I'll take 1 dose and like that's it. You know what I mean? Like got over the back pain. Like, I know, and now I'm like, no water fucking like, chewing them. Yeah. There's a meme of Anthony Bourdain, and he's like, look, I got 1 aspirin and 2 Advils. Call them crunchies. He just eats them and crunch them. The chef life is crazy, man. You're just standing up for 12 hours, man, just cooking away. You know what I mean? Like your arm, especially like, you know, from doing the saute pan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, your shoulder gets so.
It's the same shit.
Same
dog.
shit.
Movement.
Same shit. Yeah.
Same movement, dog.
Yeah.
We
so
standing up.
I'm at that point, bro. I'm starting to feel the fucking pains. So shout out my masseuse.
Who's your masseuse? Who?
Well, I've been going to the Wood House. What is it called over there at the fountains? It's like a spa, basically a spa. I think it's called Wood House, something like that. But I don't have masseuse, but
how often do you like?
It's once a month. It's just once a month, but it's like, you know what I mean, like a good hour and a half massage. You know what I'm saying? So like I got one coming up on I think the 18th or 8th or something like that.
I gotta fuck with that shit, dog.
Yeah, it's worth it, man.
I'm a strong believer that you gotta put into your body too, man. That's an investment too.
Yeah,
dog.
I heard Brian puts like $1 million in his body, bro, a year, bro, just like on everything from working out, tools, training,
sleeping chamber and shit,
all that, bro. Trainers
regresses. Except for that hairline, you just keep going back.
You can't do nothing about that, right? I think he's about to give up.
Shout out King James.
He's about to give up on that hairline, though.
He's done with that, man.
He's about to get bald, like he's about to go Jordan.
What guests do you have in mind, dog? Like in the future, it's something that somebody else that you've come into contact with that.
Like the ones what we've been talking about, or just other ones?
Just anybody that.
Yeah, like I know we're working on a couple, like Marcus Hatch. You know what I mean? Like I really feel like we're gonna have him on. Like
That's
even if it's maybe I only got a half an hour. If you could stop by for a half hour, just let us talk to you, ask a couple questions, because the fact that you came from El Paso in your garage and then now you're traveling the world, cutting up, you know, these superstars, entertainment superstars. I mean, it's very motivating, very inspiring to people. So if you could just give us like, you know, 30 minutes, that'd be awesome. That'd be fucking.
It's gonna happen, dog.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. It's just you know that it's a waiting game. It's a patient. It's that patience game.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. I do have a list like at the crib. Like it's just of everybody that I anybody, right? I have Crystal Poppin, Aaron Sanchez,
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, exactly. If he could stop by and
you just talked to one of his boys, right? Anthony Christmas.
Yeah, Anthony Christmas. Shout out that Anthony Christmas is a badass motherfucker, man. He's a day one type of person. Then as far as the business goes, I probably cooked for him like 5-6 times.
I feel like we just name dropped that dude.
Yeah.
Dog, he's Anthony Christmas, man. Is a socialite. If you don't know him from just being out,
philanthropist, bro.
He's a philanthropist.
There you go.
But man, like that's another dude that I'm proud as fuck to see.
Yeah,
he's younger than me, dog. We both came up. We both went to Bel Air High School.
Yeah,
and just to see him come up, he used to live right around the block too, man. And just to see him come up and to what he's doing now, bro. That boy got a fucking mansion, dog. He's definitely an inspiration.
Beautiful
dog.
home, and you just read the backyard. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Inspiration.
But yeah, that's another grinder though. That's the thing. Like, you know what I mean? He put in the work, and he not changed his life, but apparently.
What about him?
What, as far as what? Put him on the show?
Yeah, shit. Having him
oh, dude, I mean, he actually extended. He said he was like, yeah, we'll get you on the show. So here's my invitation to you, Mr. Christmas. Like, I'd love to have you on the show and then talk about like your experience, because like me, I've changed my life to be kind and realize the fruits of being kind rather than anger and being intimidating and stuff like that. I realized, and then I'm loving that person because that's who I am. Apparently, Mr. Christmas has been kind his whole life. That's his MO. That's just his.
I've never heard anybody say anything negative about this guy, dog.
That's
you know what?
And that's just his, and then from what I asked him is from his parents. Like his parents really brought him up in
always
good light,
walks in smiling, dog. You know what I mean? Hug, like he's a hugger.
Yeah,
He's like,
and he's a big dude, man.
And
he's gonna bring you in. Yeah, he's gonna bring you in.
I thought I was big. This guy is like, you know what I mean? But something that always stuck with me from like, I always remember this shit, dog. We used to play football together. You know, it was like we were playing together. I think it was like JV football or some shit like that. And we were on the field together in a game. I think we were losing, dog.
Right.
And this boy starts trying to get into the people's head, like to the opposite player. I think he was playing like cornerback or some shit like that. And he's like, "It's Christmas every day. It's Christmas every day, son." I remember him saying that, man, and I'm sure he says that shit to this day. So that always stuck with me. It's like, damn, that shit makes sense.
I can picture him saying that.
You know,
yeah, he can get hyped
day,
like that. Have you seen the videos he does for Casa Nissan, like the TikToks and stuff like that?
Yeah, man,
it was crazy.
He be doing the dances and all that shit,
yeah,
the cowboy
definitely.
dance. That takes some balls right there to do that, dog. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, but shout out him because like what he did was, so like February he had put on Facebook like I'm looking for a private chef for dinner, and then for a whole forum of people, right? And but I think one person recommended me in particular, that he said, oh, okay, let me shout out a DM, you know, I'm trying him out. And man, I remember walking in the first day, I was like, man, look at this guy's house, you know what I mean? Like, and the 2 pit bulls, you know what I mean? Like, all right, let me set up, do my thing, man. And I served 4 courses for him, and he loved it, man. They really loved the experience of everything. And from that point on, I got like a fan in the way that like he was down. Like I said, hey, Miss Christmas, I got some meal preps. Would you like any? Come down to Casa. I bet you everybody wants some. So I went down with a bag full of fucking meal preps and handing them out, bro.
Out.
And no, this thing I handed,
giving them away.
Yeah, I was handing them out and giving them like $5. Yeah, $5. And then he's like, how much you got left? I got like 10 left. He's like, all right, I'll buy them. And he's not like buying them like to be, I mean, he's doing it to be nice, but he's also doing it because he knows it's good product. He put them in his refrigerator. Next week, calls me, hey, you got more meal preps? The actual manager, the manager of the sales managers was like, yeah, what do you got, man? That's good stuff. That Alfredo was good, man. Boom, boom. So it's like a networking thing, but he just, you know what I mean? He saw a little bit of potential, and I respected that 1,000%, man. I just was like, they like it. Well, I know other people like it. So I went to Costco and said, well, do you guys want to buy meal preps? Yeah. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a confidence booster. You know what I mean? Like you start feeling people.
But it's that same confidence.
Yeah.
Like you willing to be like, yo, I got some meal preps. You got,
True.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People like when you
True.
put yourself out there like that, dog. And you get more, you attract more bees with honey, dog. Or what is it? You attract more flies with honey or some shit like that. But it's like always being that outstanding guy that, hey man, let's do something. Let's do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to speak it into existence for sure. Yeah, you can't just be like, oh, my idea is this. No, just go out there and do it. You know what I mean? Like try it out. The worst thing that can happen is you get the no's or the hell no's or whatever, but learn from that. You know what I mean? What can you do to refine it, make it better? You know what I'm saying? Different spot, different location, different type of client, whatever the case may be, man.
I'm sure we could learn a lot from him from just the gift of gab, bro. I know he knows how to talk. You know, he knows how to keep a conversation going. He knows what angles to hit without making you feel like
he does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without making you feel like it's business.
I mean, because at the end of the day, he's selling you a car. You know what I mean? He's a salesman, but he just has a different approach to it. You know what I'm saying? And like I remember after you like, he's not even the person that I deal with when I buy a car over at Casa. I have the salespeople like Jaime. He sold the car to me, and then we go to Christmas, we find out the finances, and then boom, got the numbers. And then I think there's one more office you go to, and then I was like, nah, I'm good, I don't want that, I don't want that. And he's like, Christmas would recommend it. I'm like,
all right, let's do it.
Let's do it then. It's like, you know what I mean, just his name, you know what I mean, like, well, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I can call him. And he was trying to probably kind of call my bluff, right? He's probably like, but I was like, nah, I don't want Christmas. I don't want Christmas to think I doubted him. So like, let me just fucking take your word for it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, straight up.
It's just like his name speaks volumes. Dog.
It does, dude. It really does. Yeah, and same goes with for his wife. She's the one who called me. She's called me twice. He's probably called me like 3 or 4 times, and she called me twice.
Oh shit. Okay.
But like, I mean, she has the same things to say about him, and in turn they like come together and become like that power couple,
dog. Yeah, I'm sure she got her shit going on, and that's cool to see that shit can exist, bro.
1000%, dude. Yeah, definitely.
You can make it work.
Very driven,
business orientated couple, and they're getting it done, man. You know what I mean? That's fucking dope.
Bro. Yeah. I'll be doing that in the future too.
No doubt, bro. No doubt. It's kind of like, to me, it's one of those things like, once you do find that girl and you're successful and shit, you're sitting here, you know what I mean? How's the trust?
Word. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. I see all these stories these days, like, you know what I mean? Like, chicks just taking half, like, just to be like, peace out, I got options, peace. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll be honest with you, I'm like that with a stupid hopeless romantic type, you know what I mean? I like when somebody's down, you know what I mean? Not like just for the vibe or just to hang around, you know what I mean? Like,
honestly, man, I'm the same way.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a romantic at heart, bro.
Yeah, it's that, and trust comes in there a lot, dude. So fucking.
Like, you just gotta, you know what I mean? It's that it takes that one person, dog, that gets you.
Yeah.
But also gets that, you know what I mean? It's a mission.
Bet.
You know what I mean? She got to see it as that. Like, it's a mission. It has to be done.
Yeah.
I don't even want to do it sometimes.
I think ladies these days have it made in the shade, man. Like, they got options up the wazoo, you know what I'm saying? So they're like, entrepreneur, I mean, I'm down, but like, what's up?
Like how good of an entrepreneur you are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you driving?
Yo, shout out all these women, they got options, yo.
It's easier for them than it is us.
I'll say. It's all good. I'm on my grind. I'm doing my thing. It's all good.
For sure, dog. But I mean, the work speaks for itself.
How about that big joke thing? You want to talk about that or no?
Fuck it. Let's talk
about it. So
are we going to say the whole thing?
No. Just like, basically I had the big idea. You know, big joke is, shout out this motherfucker. He's real. He's a motherfucker that has angst toward me. But the thing is like, as far as our brand that we built, we can't go down that lane because like, it shows a different aggressive vibe that we're not about, and we're more about like motivated, kind of like calm your vibe, kind of like center yourself to get to where you're going. You know what I mean? So my big idea was more of to get more eyes on the podcast, right? But in the midst of it, like I was more caught up in the sauce of like the end game, like the what's gonna, like all these eyes looking at the whole thing, you know what I mean? And I just knew it was gonna work, but like I was like not on board with like the team and like asking questions and, you know what I mean, making it manifest the right way. So I think it was a good experience, you know what I mean? So as far as business goes, because like I'm liable to like see that it's gonna be successful and just pull the trigger, but that's me as a single entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? That this is a business where it's a partnership, you know what I'm saying? So like, so,
but break it down, like break down to like what you guys wanted to do.
Oh, the whole thing, like basically, like he basically, I don't want to. So
I think to clear the air.
Yeah,
I think it just all has to come out.
So it's a publicity stunt in a way, but the thing is like his realm, his circle is wrestling, right? We all know WWF, WWE wrestling, right? It's entertainment, right? So I like that. So I told him, hey, I want to be a part of that, and I want to put Grind2Hard together, like whatever it takes. You know what I mean? Like we'll make it happen. Your people and my people will gain viewers, and that was my intent, right? Well, it has to do with the fact that he ran with the script at that point, and I had an idea about a script, and then we kind of, me and him came together with a script about like the whole fight, and then we end up like wrestling, right? But it's just messy. The whole thing like became messy trying to put it together and involve the podcast and make it look the right way, and then have him look the right way and stuff like that. So I don't know, it just came a little bit messy. But shout out Big Joke, because he's still a badass motherfucker. We're gonna get him in here as far as like being interviewed on the podcast. He's a musician, entrepreneur, go-getter. This guy's like really like passionate about what he does, and when we get him on, you'll see exactly what it's about.
Yeah, he's definitely like out there with it, dog. And my shit wasn't that. Like, I understood what was going on, and I understood what he wanted to do and what we all wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was just kind of like after.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where does this go after?
Yeah,
type shit for me. And it
yeah.
was, and I could definitely see how it was getting lost in the sauce. Like as far as like, but the after that, that's where we're gonna be. Like, you know what I mean? Like how many views, how many attention are we gonna get?
And what made it come reality to me, like, cause like I was all amped, right? It's like cause we had that G when we had G on, and the way we were like, our vibe just went right. Yeah. And then it's not that Matt was it was just a different vibe, right? So like I'm feeling like once we go a direction, like we have to like either, you know what I mean? We have to work with it. You know what I'm saying? So like this is like a podcast, but at the same time, we have an audience that sees what we're doing, the entrepreneurship, the motivation, and that's gotta be the drive every single time. You know what I mean? Like,
do you feel like maybe there's not enough? I mean, I'm sure there's hella entrepreneurs, but do you feel like there's not a lot of people thinking the way we think and the way we talk? That's why we're kind of like having to do this extra shit to get more views. You understand?
Yeah, I do. It's not that I don't think people understand. I just think that we're inundated with TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, and you have YouTube and Netflix and all this stuff, right? How do you insert yourself into their world? You know what I mean? And then not only insert it for 2 seconds or 5 seconds or 8 seconds, but for them to listen to you for hour and a half and all that stuff. So I'm thinking more like it's a stunt, but it's like a pop, so that it's like, it's a stunt, but now I have the eyes, look at what I do, it's real. This is motivation, this is into entrepreneurship. This is where I've done for 3 years. This is where I want to go. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, gotcha.
That was gotcha. Not even gotcha. I don't want to be like gotcha, but it'd be like, wow. I was hoping that people would be like, wow, this motherfucker's, that's entertainment. You know what I mean? That's funny, or it's cool, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But like, what was cool is like, sometimes I make decisions based on the passion of others, right? Somebody's crazy passionate about something, I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Like I used to have
you respect that so much that you're like, fuck it, let's get it.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I mean? So like, I was willing to just kind of jump off the cliff with Big Joke in a way, dude. Yeah, and it's not fair to do that when you're attached to somebody else, though. You know what I'm saying? Like to another brand, another person, another anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be full circle. It's got to be full circle.
And you know what? I took it as like, when we were all talking and shit after the show, it took it like a business meeting, really.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it works out.
Sometimes it don't.
Sometimes it doesn't.
No.
But I didn't leave out, and I hope Big Joke didn't leave out like, man, fuck this guy.
No, not at all. I mean? You'd be surprised. He's really driven, dude. Like when I told him like I wasn't gonna go the direction with the Grind2Hard, he's like, oh, cool. Well, I have a couple of other plans. If you're interested, you still want to be a part of it? And I was like, yeah, I'm down, man. He's like, well, meet up, man. And I was like, dude, let's go meet up and let's talk about it. You know what I mean? I just love the passion, bro. I'm always gonna be about the passion. I'm always gonna be about people who are motivated, are self-motivated. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people these days are motivated about, like we're talking about drugs. They want to just
money.
I was that person, dude. I swear, in like college, I was always with this group of people that we were just buying a sack, trying to go get high, trying to go roll a blunt, chill, play video games, nothing really crazy happened. And like in a month, we probably did one crazy thing, like go to the river or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, so I understand like that's the way things are, but like you break yourself out of those molds early so you could be prosperous at an earlier level. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you before, like the things that I do now and the things that I break through, I could have done that when I was 21. No doubt about it, period. If I was just driven enough and realized that I could do these things, you know what I'm saying? And it takes a little bit of encouragement and having people like, you know, that are like-minded and stuff like that. But if you're self-motivated and you stay self-motivated, you're going to start attracting other people that are self-motivated as well. So if you're 18 and you fucking want to be there, just keep that mind right.
And I think also unplugging yourself from those people that are, because like,
don't be afraid to, yeah.
To me, you can be self-motivated all you want, dog. But if your environment is still shitty, yeah, it's going to be that I mean, you'll still get improvements. Right. But then you're going to have that weight behind you because now you got to be two different people. You know what I mean? The people that, the person that you, and that's okay. You know, sometimes a person comes into your life and then he is just there for that certain amount of time to teach you and learn you for that time. Yeah. And that's it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And sometimes you got to realize that shit like, okay, I fuck with this guy, but I need to be better. But
be headstrong enough to see those blessings that, you know what I mean? Like this person is in your life for this, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't hate them for the rest. I fucking hate them. Like, this person came into your life to teach you this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a blessing, you know what I mean? It's a blessing. Don't hold that on your heart. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Like my boy, Almighty, dog, you know, his name is Alex Ortega. He's a tattoo artist. The day he hit me up, he was like, yo, dog, I don't even know this guy. Yeah. You know, he DM'd me. He's like, yo, can you talk? I'm like, all right, cool. He sent him my number. He called me right away. He's like, dog, look, dog, I listened to your podcast, man. I know you're motivated. I know you're like-minded. And I just went through this crazy experience where, you know, at the tattoo shop, some shit went down that day. Shit got crazy to where they wanted to jump him. Like they wanted to physically hurt him. You know what I mean? For sure. He was with a client. It was him and his client backed up against 7 other dudes. And he was in the situation where I was like, felt like he had to protect his life. He called me, dog, and I met up with him at the shop. And, you know, we started talking, and he literally started shedding tears, dog. He started crying because it was like the same dude that he looked up to and loved just flexed on him and wanted to kick his ass. And
what was the reason?
It was just
small
alcohol and drugs on their end.
Yeah, bet.
You know what I mean? And he called out the boss. He called out the owner because he was drunk and high himself. Yeah. So it was like the owner didn't like that shit, even though he knew he was doing wrong. So he just kind of reacted in a way it was disrespectful, like, don't talk to me like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. When
Alex came correct and said, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be doing this in your place of establishment. Mm. And he shed tears to me, man. I was like, look, dog, we're going to make this happen. Just have faith in yourself. But at the same time, man, I don't want to hear this story again because I'm trying to make you push past it. Because he kept, kind of repeating it over and over because he was so caught up in the moment. Right. And I was like, look, dog, you got to step aside, calm down. It is what it is. It happened. But tell yourself that you don't even want to tell yourself that story anymore because that builds resentment and that builds like those anger, those feelings of revenge. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you could quickly get lost and start to do something for the wrong reasons, you know? Mm-hmm. So I was like, look, clear your mind, dog. We'll fucking make this shit happen. Let's work together to make this shit happen. And then just that, dog, I could see his, wipe his tears away, and he started smiling. He started talking to him. I started pulling him out of that situation where, like, look, go buy your shit for the studio. Start buying. He's like, yeah, you sure? Do it.
Dude.
And that, dog, took his mind off of that same day.
You took him out of that dark place.
Took him out of that dark place, dog. And to me, I was like, unknowingly, like, damn, I just did that shit for somebody, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking big up, man. That's hard to do, man. But I think us keeping that positive note, I mean, that's blessing that he called you, blessing that you were able to go over there, fucking
that's why I'm saying, like, to me, look, that whole, situation with Big Joke and shit like that, honestly, I'm not gonna cap, it was me. I was the one that was hesitant on making pulling that trigger.
Yeah.
But I am always grateful for what we got, though. You know what I mean? This Grind2Hard shit is always going to be like, I represent that shit just as much as I represent any other entity that I'm in.
Hell yeah.
And that's why I was so passionate about, like, all right, chill, let's hold up a second.
Yeah.
Hold up a second. You know what I mean?
Pause.
But at the same time, it was like conflicted, and it was like, damn, should we just do it? Like, should I just, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like we talked today at the shop, we were cutting you up. We just with that motivation itself, you saying to me, we got to do something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
we thought of something.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
But like you're as pumped as I was about that other thing, and now we're both pumped about one thing. That's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's
you're willing to take the risk on this. You know what I mean? Like if we invite 10 people and only 2 show up, like you're willing to just take that risk and put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's more my lane than me being like, oh, I'm gonna go solo then. You know what I mean? Like this is my fucking thing. You know what I mean? I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I built Grind2Hard for. That's not what I fucking work every day for. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanna grow in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? Like
and it's good now that we talk. This is content that people want to hear, bro. It's like behind closed scenes or behind the doors, behind the cameras, we weren't agreeing on something.
No.
You know what I mean?
But it took a minute, you know what I mean? A dialogue, you know what I'm saying? Dialogue.
Yeah, exactly.
And self-reflexive too. Not just saying, this is my point, this is what it is, period. You know what I mean? Reflect on the situation. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that. If you're a good business partner, if you are. If you're not, then I understand. You'll be a solo dolo business partner the rest of your time.
And, you know, you can only do that so much, bro, because you honestly need a team.
That's the truth, bro.
To get to
you read
level,
every book you can. It says there's this thing called solopreneur. You'll hit a ceiling, plateau, and then you can't go nowhere. You can't make more money. There's no more hours in the day for you to work. You know what I'm saying? You got to grow a team. Build the right team, though, of people that are like-minded and confident and motivated. You know what I mean? Quality is a fucking factor of their life.
Communication is key.
Dude,
you know
straight up. Hell yeah.
That's something that I told young boy that I just, you know, told him to leave his key. He wasn't answering, dog. It would be days, and I'd be like, yo, what's up? Like, are you good? I'm not even asking you about the rent, homie.
Yeah.
Like, what's good with you?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
Nothing. And I'm like, bro, like, how do you expect to, you know what I mean? And I get it, dog, because he's on his, like, I'm a travel barber, cut you up at the crib. Cool. That's cool, dog. That's what's up. But you're not going to learn very much because you don't have nothing to compare your business to. You know what I mean? I'm trying to show you something that this is your hub. You know what I mean? You can definitely use this. Like, yeah, I know you don't want to be fucking doing house calls your whole life. Hey, yo, next time come to the shop. Next time come to the studio.
Right.
And it was just one of those things where it was like, you know, it's not working out, dog. You know, God bless you. You know? But that's the decision that I made because I was like, man, I could just keep getting rent from this dude. Yeah, I have to bug him. Like, hey, what's up? But I didn't want that. You know what I mean? That's definitely knowing who you want to be with, who's your team. Like now you got to be selective, and you very damn well should be selective of who you want around you. You know what I mean? So it's just things that you got to fucking kind of like sacrifice too, bro. You got to sacrifice those relationships, got to sacrifice those friendships to get to where you want.
We're running low on time, but I want to talk about one more thing. I think it's been on your mind is often imitated but never duplicated. Being original.
Speak on that shit.
I don't know, man. You have the more passion on that right now, but me personally, I don't mind competition because I know I'm not the best chef in the world, but I also know I'm a fucking damn good chef. So I'm saying like I'll put me in the room with any other chef and I'll go at toe to toe.
This is the thing with you, dog. Is like because you do your shit on a different scale, which you're confident in it, and I'm confident enough in what I do too, dog.
Sure.
But I'm talking about like tick for tack, like almost a mirror image of what you're trying to do.
Oh, dude, it's gonna happen. I know, dude. Yeah, and I feel you. It's prideful, but it's like anger, and it's like.
And you know what? I'm gonna be real with it. I recently stated a comment on IG talking about that, how there's not a lot of originality out there.
Yeah.
And it did bug me that this particular group or individual, whatever, is kind of, I feel like mimicking everything that we are doing or trying to do. I respect that because it's like, maybe we motivated you to do that shit. That's cool. Like, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna be a hater, dog. I still want you to win. I know there's enough to eat for everybody, bro.
Bet, yeah,
you know?
1000%.
But when it's kind of like everything, dog. Like,
yeah. So that's what goes into the originality. Maybe what hurts is that you may feel like your product is being diluted a little bit, right? And that's the part that hurts. You know what I mean? Because we work so hard to do what we do, and then come do the podcast and show out with everything that we do weekly and what we do. So they can't really duplicate what we do, but when they step into our pond, you know what I mean? It's just like disrespectful. So,
just like Matt said,
yeah,
on that show,
yeah,
he
about
was
the
like
tattoo shops and territory.
There's a respect level of like, all right, dog, there, and that should just be plain economic stuff. There's a studio, a barber studio, or a tattoo studio here. Why do you want to put your tattoo studio right next to it, right here? I'm sure there's enough area to ground to cover that where it could happen somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it happens though. But me, I'm not afraid of the competition, dog, because to me there is no competition, bro. Like, I'm doing something so selective that I'm in competition with myself.
Right.
It's just a matter of the mirror image of it kind of looking like the identicals type shit, like kind of the same little, you know what I mean? Do you, bro? Like, I don't care. Do your sauce. I'm a root for you still. Like, there's no hate bone in my body. I'm just saying, like, why? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, was it a precise move? Was it like a calculated move to where, I don't know. It's just something that was kind of like, what?
So how do you give advice to? So I'm trying to figure this out because I don't have a brick and mortar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, like, because you have to stand out. You know what I mean? You have to have your name, your logo, your vibe, your inside, the way it looks, stuff like that. So, and
I'm gonna go on here and say, you know what? My apologies for that last video on Instagram for as far as stating it, because not at all did I want to come off as like, fuck you, dog. You know? I wanted to come off as
why not? Maybe you did. I don't know. Maybe you did.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
But now that I'm thinking about it, dog, and thinking about how we look, how we represent ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I made a mistake. I'm here to say that I made a mistake, dog. I want you to win. I want us all to win.
Yeah.
Maybe the way you went about it was not the way I would have went about it.
Yeah.
But that's me. Yeah. And like I said, I can't, no matter how much you trying to be me, I can't see you in me.
Sin, check this out. This is what's funny is that in like 5 years, if this is like the best podcast in El Paso and that dude wants to be on, like, we got mad love. You know what I'm saying? Like, we understand the process. We understand what it takes. We're just driven. We're going to a different spot. If we feel like we're being diluted a little bit, we're going to take it personal a little bit, and you know what I mean? But we're going to move on. Because, like, it's happened to me too. I mean, I've opened up the Google and seen that there's 2 other personal chefs here in El Paso. So that gives me fire, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, what are you bringing, dog? Why are you calling yourself personal chef?
What's up, dog?
You got the vibe?
You want to go side by side? You want to fight?
You got your own equipment? Nah, I feel you, though.
But that's just the competitive about, you know what I mean?
Yeah, your competitive spirit, your quality standard, all that stuff.
Yeah. And you know what I mean? He did hit me up. He said, there's nothing wrong with friendly competition. And you know what? You're right, dog. And that, honestly, man, appreciate you. You lit a fire under my ass. If there was already, you just put more gas on the fire.
Hell yeah.
Because now I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta maneuver through that. I gotta
fucking
hit you with the crossover.
This motherfucker put his ninja fucking outfit on, dog. He's got his fucking blade all sharp, dog. Watch out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with a crossover, dog. You just float it in there, dog. But not to say don't do your thing, dog. Whatever, yo. I'm out here to motivate everybody, and if we motivated you, shit, that fucking feels dope too, man. Yo, like, again, my apologies to my, not just him, but to everybody else who fucking follows me and maybe kind of saw that as like, what the fuck, like, why is you tripping like that, you know?
But
I be thinking about shit like that now, though.
But the thing is, like, one thing that we noticed, because I'm an audience too, one thing we noticed is that you're passionate and you're not bullshitting like, oh, you rehearsed it, like, oh, this is what I'm gonna say, and this is how mad I'm gonna be. No, this is like real shit. Like, boom, open, hey, IG, right here, motherfucker. This is how I feel. You know what I mean? So we respect that. I do especially. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, repost.
And that's the thing too. That is I can't at the moment, bro, because I've been wanting to do it,
Yeah.
and I was just kind of like, nah. But then that last move, I was like, I gotta say something, bro.
Yeah.
But that's just me. That's who I'm gonna be, and hopefully it motivated them. It motivated you. It's gonna motivate me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So like I
absolutely.
said, friendly competition, bro.
Anytime you speak passionately, somebody's gonna hear it. You know what I mean? Like, if it message wasn't for them, they're not gonna hear it. But like speaking passionately, somebody's gonna hear it. That for real.
No, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yo, boy, that was a good one, dog.
Yeah, we put it in, dog. Just me and you this time, dog. We didn't have
Me
guests.
and you, but back to basics, though. We had to, clear the air a little bit. We had to talk about what we've been through these past 4 weeks. Definitely a lot going on and shit, man.
It's been fun though. Don't get it twisted. It's been fun. This is fucking a badass ride. Badass fucking ride. Hell yeah. So
another one, dog. We got another one in my books.
Another one,
shit,
dog.
my boy.
Yeah, no shit, dog. Stay up. Stay motivated.
Stay motivated. Grind hard. Grind too hard.
Keep going. Keep going.
Peace.